I'm a big ol' nerd. See, I play video games, I play Dungeons and Dragons, but the biggest thing that makes me a nerd is that I grew up watching anime. Now, if you don't know what anime is, it's Japanese cartoon shows with magic powers. One in particular that I liked was called Naruto. Yeah, okay. Naruto, for those of you that don't know and didn't clap, is about a 13-year-old boy who wants to be the greatest ninja in his village. But there's an evil demon inside of him, and everyone hates him. So for an overactive, imaginative kid stuck in small-town Ohio, this guy, I ate it up. And I would constantly think, what would it be like if I was Naruto? So instead of doing schoolwork or paying attention in school, I would have these daydreams about using my ninja powers to save everyone and save the world. But when I was 10, I flew a little too close to the sun and kind of felt what it might be like to live Naruto's life. Because when I was 10, I learned that my dad, who raised me and loved me and who had always been there for me, he didn't create me. This other guy did. This guy that cheated on my mom, would beat my mom, and at one point pushed her down a flight of stairs while she was pregnant with me. A real-life demon. So the only way my 10-year-old brain could understand that was that I had tainted blood and that I had this evil inside of me. And unlike Naruto's demon that gave him cool ninja powers, mine just gave me a bunch of self-doubt. And one example of this is in 5th grade, I remember leaving the classroom just to fetch my teacher something, and I had this vivid daydream that everyone in the classroom threw this big party, the James is finally gone party. And by the time I came back, obviously they cleaned it up, because they would have that much time in 5th grade to do that, obviously. But that self-doubt would constantly be in the back of my head, whispering those doubts, whispering after every interaction, after everything I did. It would tell me I'm nothing, that I'm worthless. So to be like Naruto, I couldn't ask for help. I had to bottle it down, because I had to be the hero. I had to rise up. So I kept all of this a secret to everyone. And we didn't talk about it in my family because you don't talk about the demon. You don't do that in Ohio. You bottle things down. And I kept that going for a while. But when I was 16, my mom got addicted to painkillers. And she left me and my dad for the demon. Now, I don't know how messed up I had to be in order for my mom to choose a demon over me, but clearly I had failed as Naruto. And I had to double down and be even better. I had to be perfect. And my problem was that now everyone knew my secret, because my mom went around telling everyone she knew that the demon was my dad, when in fact, the person who raised me and loved me was my dad. But now everyone knew my secret, and I was convinced that everyone would see me as evil. So I doubled down, and what does a hero do when everything's broken around them? They dive into a relationship. So high school James put everything on the line for this lady. and started dating someone who didn't deserve to have the burden of trying to fix me and did not sign up for it. Surprisingly, that relationship didn't last. Crazy, I know, but it did last a year. And while that person didn't fix me, and it shouldn't have because that was not her responsibility, after she broke up with me, my dad dragged me into a therapy session because after my mom left, he had been seeing a therapist. And the only time I've seen my dad cry was when he told me that my mom left. Other than that, he didn't do emotion. So him going to a therapist was already huge. But him dragging me to therapy and forcing me to sit down and actually talk about my feelings, well, I was pissed off. Naruto doesn't talk about his feelings. He keeps a ball inside and uses it as ninja powers. But thank God he did that, because after 5 years of therapy, I was finally able to understand that it doesn't matter where or who I came from. What matters is how I choose to act and how to express love into the world. Thank you.